Hey everyone, I'm Ian Baker, and there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's lots of options when it comes to toilets. Today I'm going to go through a couple different options for you, some pros and cons on different models, and see which one I personally think takes the throne. Alright, crappy jokes aside, let's get down to business. When it comes to the toilet game in the RV industry, there's basically two big players. You have Thetford, which by the way, I don't think you can get a better slogan than going places when we're talking toilets. When it comes to kind of entry level, I think that's where Thetford kind of takes the cake. If you're looking at plastic toilets, whether it's because of a price point or lightweight, plastic is going to be the way to go. We have the Aqua Magic Residence right here. Again, pretty standard. For rinse pattern, it comes right from the back. The thing I do like about this one is you can change out the toilet seat if you want a different toilet seat. But again, plastic bowl. Tougher to clean. It's not going to have the longevity that your ceramic ones will have, but it'll come at a little bit lower price point. This one still has the foot flush lever, which I personally like, versus this one next door, the Aqua Magic 5. This one's actually a little bit more expensive. You'll see it's a very small bowl. For a guy, this is difficult, right? This is going to make a mess when you're in the bathroom, like especially at night. If you have to get up in the middle of the night, that's a small target, if you will. Also, it has a hand flush. Not a huge fan of that either. While you have a hand flush at home, it's on your tank, so it's up high. This is down low. You got to bend over, flush the toilet. It's kind of right there. If it splashes up, I don't know. It works. It's just not for me. If you're dealing with a really small space, it is an option. Underneath that, we have the Aqua Magic Style 2. So again, kind of the same thing we saw with the Aqua Magic Residence as far as the bowl wash, but this one is a porcelain bowl. So with the RV industry, a lot of times it's a porcelain bowl in a plastic base, and that's what they do here. It does save a little bit of weight by having that plastic base. The porcelain bowl is the important part because it is easier to clean. Again, you can swap the toilet seat out on here if you so choose. Next to that is the Aqua Magic Style Plus, and this is a little bit higher end. The thing I like about this one is you'll see it has an actual rim on here. However, the flush pattern is still the same. It still flushes from the back. When we go over to the Dometic, I'll show you something a little bit different. But it is a good toilet overall. You know, that's kind of their higher end midline, if you will. They do have some more expensive ones that we don't have here in the store, but for purposes of this demonstration, that's going to be the most common high-end Thetford that we carry. For the Dometic, there's basically two good choices. You have the 310 and the 320. Both of them get excellent reviews. So if you step on over, I'll kind of show you. So this one, it's a little bit more difficult to change out the toilet seat. You do have like this little shroud right here on the back. It is still manageable. Nice wood seat. The thing I like about this one, and I have these at home, I'm a personal fan, especially in the middle of the night or if you have kids, the fact it is slow close. If you have slow close toilet seats at home, I recommend buying them for your RV because otherwise you're going to be slamming toilet seats all day. I do it all the time. Trust me, it's awful in the middle of the night. With this one, you'll see the rinse pattern is right here in the bowl, so that way you kind of get like the vortex motion in there to have it head on down. Now, if you take a look at the 320, the thing I like about this is, again, this one has a full rim, and it has your, I don't want to say jets because they're not jets, but water weeping holes or whatever you want to call it, right? Like all the way around to wash out that bowl. So it's a lot more residential style in that, which I like. You know, I like having that rim. I kind of like having those hidden. Whereas here, you get a little more splash, right? When you wash, kind of has a chance to splash out. You're not going to get that there. As far as my top pick, I mean, it is the 320. It doesn't have a slow close, which is why I say I'd probably swap that out. But it does a great job. It's going to be the closest you can get to residential for a decent price point. It has the rim, easy foot flush lever like most. Push it down just a little ways to fill up that water bowl, push it down all the way to flush it. That's basically it. And come on back with me real quick. I do want to show you, when I say that there's a lot of options when it comes to toilets, I'm not kidding. So we can take a look here. So this is, I'm in the Grand Rapids, Michigan location, and this is just one of our many locations throughout the US, of course. But you can see here, just how many options you have. I mean, these are all toilets, folks. So it is something you want to do a little bit of research on. Again, if it's me, I recommend if it's something you plan on keeping anyway, a ceramic bowl, just because it is easier to clean, it looks a lot nicer. While it does add weight, it's generally not going to be a deal breaker for you. And then you're going to want something that, again, has good reviews and is flushable and serviceable, right? You want to make sure you're going to be able to get in there and service that ball as well. So hopefully this kind of gives you a good idea of what's out there for toilets, gets you a little bit closer so you don't make a crappy decision.